filming.
Hiya, welcome back to our channel. Today I'm going to show you how to do the cauliflower rice pizza. Hiya, this is going to be stage one. So for our tomato based sauce, you can either use tomato puree if you want as a quick thing, or you can make your own tomato sauce, which is what I'm going to do now. Okay, so I'm going to put the hob on. Use a bit of fry light. I've chopped, it's about half a small onion. I've chopped half a small onion up, small pieces. So I'm going to put that in. You can do the tomato sauce if you want without the onion. You don't have to put it in there, but I like to put it in. So what you want to do, you want to colour the onion a little bit. Might take a few minutes just to get that coloured off, and then we'll put the passata in, which I've got a whole 500 grams of passata to put in. I've also got for this garlic paste, which I'll put a teaspoon of garlic paste in. You can put garlic powder in if you wish, if you've got that in, or a fresh piece of garlic if you like, and crush a fresh piece of garlic and put that in. Alright, so now the onions have been cooking for a few minutes, so the onions have got a little bit of colour. Then what you want to do is now's the time to add your garlic. So do a teaspoon of the garlic paste, don't too much. So like I say, it's just for our pizza. So there's a little bit of garlic in there. Stir that into the onions a bit, give it a little bit of cooking time, and then we'll put our passata in.
Using the whole tub as passata?
Yeah. Also, could probably use half of it, but if I end up using all of it, we can use it for something else.
Yeah.
So, I'll put my passata in. Calm down, I've just turned it off for a second. It's hot. Okay. So there's all of that. Okay. Let's turn this back on a second. I've got some dried oregano, which is quite nice, so we're going to add just a pinch of dried oregano to it, and that should be all I need to put in that. And then I'm going to leave it to simmer. For the main cauliflower pizza, you're going to need the cauliflower rice. We've got 2 pots of the 300 grams from Asda, so we've got those two. We've got some sliced up peppers, thin sliced peppers. I have got a little bit of thin sliced onion. I've got some thin sliced pieces of mushroom, and I've got some sliced chicken meat. It is processed, but we've found that this one is a free food, so we can have that, and some other sliced bits of, I think, Chinese or something, maybe barbecue chicken pieces in there. And we've got 2 eggs, which is to bind it all together. We've got I've grated 4 Baby Bell Lights here, which is our allowance for today. We use the other part for a little bit of milk for our drink tonight, so that's our allowance, our extra, was it by
Healthy
Extra A. Got a little bit of fry light as well to get it started in the pan. Got, like I said, a little bit of spinach if we fancy to put something like that on the top, and a bit of salt and pepper to season it as well. So basically what we want to do with the cauliflower rice is we want to put it in the pan. I'm going to put 1 packet in each of the big pans, and basically I'm not trying to colour the cauliflower rice. All I want to do is basically dry it out a bit and get some of the moisture out. Otherwise it's going to be a sloppy base otherwise if I don't. And I don't want the base to be wet. I want it to be sort of fairly dry so that it stays together.
Well, that was the mistake we did when I made it, didn't we? It was too wet.
But actually the last one you did were really nice, but we didn't use these. You can get these in the pound shop, these sheets. These like a silicone grease proof, like non-stick sheets. They're amazing. but we didn't use that last time. We just used normal greaseproof, which if you do, it just sticks to it like I don't know what. So that's it. But like I say, you did it. It tasted amazing. It stuck. Okay. Yep. So
into the recycle.
I say maybe for anything up to 5 minutes, just on really low, but drying it out. While your cauliflower rice is drying out, what you want to do is make sure that you keep it moving, turn it and check it, and don't walk off and leave it, because you might find it'll colour slightly one side if you walk off and leave it, and you know it won't kind of be you know, you might get it kind of a bit brown one side and whatnot. I said so. Keep an eye on it, keep it moving, because like I say, what you don't really want to brown it. We're just trying to dry it out. Yeah, so we're back anyway. What I've done is I've put the cauliflower into this container to let it cool down. So that's been maybe 10 minutes or so cooling down. I don't know if you can see the colour of it now. It's not quite got any sort of colour to it, but it has changed colour to what obviously.
It's got a bit like golden rice now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got like a slight golden colour, so but it's not got any major colour out to it. So we'll let that cool down. It's been cooling now, I think, for about 10 minutes. What I've done as well, I've got 2 eggs in here. I've mixed those up, give them a bit of a whisk, and I'm going to put these into the mixture now with the cauliflower. And I have got gloves on for this because it can be a little bit messy. And I've got, like I say, the 4 light baby bells. I'm just going to use half and the other half for the topping. So we've got something to put over our peppers and stuff afterwards.
You got to have cheese on a pizza.
Yeah.
Well, we normally split it, don't we?
Yeah.
And we have a little bit of soy milk, which is always under. So you normally only have 2 cups of tea a day, or two cups of coffee. You have normally one little
in
bit
the morning, and then I have a little bit of my hot chocolate at night time, a little dribble at night time. Yeah. So I put those together. So I say you probably don't have to add loads of salt and pepper, but if you want to season it, you know, now's the time to give it a season.
And a little bit of salt.
A tiny little bit.
Yeah.
Tiny little bit of sea salt.
We like it seasoned, don't we?
A tiny little bit of pepper. But like I say, you don't have to add pepper if you don't like pepper. And what they say that putting the cheese in the base should help the actual mixture all bind together.
Yeah, we didn't do that last time either, did we?
No. So yeah, so it comes out. And when the cheese melts into it, it's supposed to help bind it all together. The extra bit of cheese. So yeah, so it's kind of like a soft but
yeah, it's quite wet now, isn't it?
Still a little bit wet, but.
It's got 2 eggs in it.
It's got the eggs in it now as well, so. Okay. I don't know whether to put a tiny little bit of fry light on the bottom. Probably don't need it with this sheet anyway, but I think you did before with your greaseproof, but yeah. So I'll put a tiny little bit of that on there just to make sure, but as I say, you probably don't need it. And then what you want to do, well, this is for both of us anyway, so is to put your mixture on there and flatten it out, not too flat but flat enough so that it obviously the thicker it is, the longer it's going to take to cook. Okay, so while I've put this on the tray, I've also pre-lit the oven to gas mark 6, so say 400 Fahrenheit. So yeah, gas 6. So that's where we've set the oven. It's been on a few minutes now, so it will give the oven a chance to heat itself up properly. And basically, we want to flatten all this out so that it's all roughly the same thickness, but not so it's too thick, if you know what I mean. It's kind of as if it was at the actual pizza base.
So just want to be about 1 centimetre thick, something
maybe
like that?
If that. All the way round, and not to have the actual edge of it any thicker than the rest of it, so it's all the same thickness all the way round. Okay, so while I put this on the tray, I've also pre-lit the oven to gas mark 6, so say 400 Fahrenheit, so yeah, gas 6, so that's where we've set the oven. It's been on a few minutes now, so it'll give the oven a chance to heat itself up properly. And basically we want to flatten all this out so that it's all roughly the same thickness, but not so it's too thick, if you know what I mean. It's kind of as if it was at the actual pizza base.
So you just want to be about a centimetre thick, something
maybe,
like that?
if that, all the way round, and not to have the actual edge of it any thicker than the rest of it, so it's all the same thickness all the way round. So pretty much like that. So I don't know if you can, you can see the cheese in it, and even around the edges is pretty much the same thickness all the way through.
If you just move your hands, there you go. So you can see the cheese
in it, and it's
that looks really good.
The 2 eggs in this, and then it is kind of, we are going to bake it, and like I say, I'll let you know. We'll put this in a minute, and we'll let you know exactly how long this is going to take. Because like I say, this is the first time we've done it since you did the other recipe. So what we're going to do, put it in the oven now and get that cooking. So I'm going to put it on the top shelf in the oven on gas 6, and we'll be back once it's done. Okay, so this has been in the oven for 25 minutes now, and this is what we have.
It looks like a pizza base. Hang on, I'm going to zoom right in.
It does.
Zoom.
I said, if you,
wow.
I don't know if you can see the actual bottom of the pizza.
Oh wow!
And
that looks like a pizza base.
And none of it is actually stuck to
Oh,
base
well done.
on these sheets.
Oh, that looks really yummy. Oh, so
you get these sheets. Like I say, I've used these sheets for ages. But yeah, you can, like I say, reuse them, put them in the wash them up like you do your other utensils. So yeah, we've got that. We've got the sauce that we did earlier. Tomato has cooled down already as well, so we'll put a tomato on the top. I'm saying you can put whatever herbs you like in the actual sauce.
That looks so much better than when I did it.
So yeah, so you can put your tomato all the way around to the edge, so it doesn't go dry and hard around the edge. Okay. So we've got some bits of vegetables and stuff which I chopped up earlier. Yes, I prepared earlier.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I knew you were going to say that sometime.
Okay, so we've got, possibly on the bottom, we've got all the vegetables I've done that are thinly sliced. So we can put some onions, or like I say, whatever vegetables and things you like, you can put whatever you want on top of there. But like I say, you can always add a bit more cheese if you like more cheese, and just, you know, or you can either, I suppose, sin the extra bit of cheese if you want to sin it.
Yeah.
So we've got some, and I've done the peppers quite thin because otherwise you don't want to end up having chunky great wedges of pepper all over it. And we've got some mushrooms, and we've also got chopped up chicken. The chicken that I had in slices, I have chopped it up small, and if it's barbecue chicken pieces, I've chopped those all up small as well. So
do check out our video as well about the sin values on processed meats.
Yeah,
because some is free and some is sinned, and even if you're used to buying it in one supermarket and you buy it from a different one, sometimes it's got a different sin value. So if you check out our video,
we've realised that anyway.
Yeah, check out our video for all the information.
Okay, and then we've got the processed sliced chicken that we bought that was free.
The wafer thin chicken from Asda
is free, and we've got some I think it's barbecue. Chicken pieces, and they've just had barbecue seasoning on them. We've got our last bit of cheese. Oh no! Like I say, you know, this is 2/3 of our allowance. 4 baby bells. We can have 6 between us. So put the last bits of our cheese on. Don't waste it. Even when I was grating it, I was like, no, just make sure you scrape every little bit of cheese. I don't know whether you want to get a close-up of that.
Yep, I'm going to come in now.
You can have a close-up of that, and then we'll pop that in the oven, and then you can see it then when it comes out. But yeah, that's, like I say, the base was 25 minutes in the oven. I know it takes a little bit longer than buying a pizza and whacking it in, but obviously all this is free food now, so...
Yeah. I've got to say, that looks like
Yeah.
a proper pizza.
Yeah.
It looks absolutely yummy.
We'll pop that in the oven. I'll let you know how long this takes to finish off in the oven now, and we'll be back shortly. Pop this in the oven. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Here we go. So that's been in there 20 minutes. 20 minutes in the oven now, with the toppings on, with the tomato and the toppings on, and it's all done. So like I say, you can add more cheese to it if you prefer a bit more cheese. I'll put this on this surface here and I can cut it. Sit on the side. Might have been easy just with a normal knife, I don't know.
Yeah, but as I say, we're doing this
The
for
first
only
time
the
properly,
second time,
yeah.
so...
This is the first time I've done it, so...
Yep, it's the first time it's come out properly, so it's as much of an experimentation for us as it is for you guys at home watching it, so...
So yeah, so it comes out like, a bit of that on the side, a slice.
Yeah.
Also we can put...
And
Yeah,
we did actually do something with the leftover toppings and the rest of the pasta sauce.
Was it the pasta sauce, what was it, chickpea tagine, the Heinz Creations, and just the bits of peppers and stuff in there.
So the only thing left, Rufus, is to see how it tastes.
Super hot.
Is it still hot? Do you want a knife?
A little bit hot.
Oh, yeah, you can actually pick it up like a proper
Pick it
pizza. Wow.
You can pick it up. It's nice. I like it, and it doesn't fall apart.
No, that looks really good.
So yeah, if you like this video, give us a thumbs up and a like and all that stuff. If you're not subscribed already, press the subscribe button, and then you'll see when we upload another video. And as well, like we always say,
Happy slimming.
Take it in the lounge and eat that in a minute. Yummy.